Okay, so let's look at Adobe InDesign updates for 2026. So first we have Flex Layout, and it's pretty cool. Let's say you have a bunch of graphics or rectangles and shapes and images all over the shop, and you can now neatly pop everything nicely in a beautiful layout using Flex Layout, which I really like that name, flexing a layout. You select everything and then you click on a button for Flex Layout, and you can also change the order and the alignment, the height, the spacing. So we'll check this out in a little bit. Next, we have InCopy on the web beta. So there's also a sub app called Adobe InCopy, and you can now invite others to edit text live in your InDesign document from their browser. So for instance, your client or your colleague or someone else doesn't have Adobe InDesign, they can use InCopy on the web and edit the text live in your InDesign document from their browser, even though they don't have Adobe InDesign on their computer. Next, we have Convert PDF to InDesign document. So yes, you can take literally any PDF and just pop it in Adobe InDesign, and it will turn it into an editable PDF that you can edit in Adobe InDesign. And it will turn that PDF into an editable InDesign document. So you'll be able to change the text, the images, and whatnot. And it will even detect text frames and image frames that you can now edit. GPU support on Windows. Basically, in general, Adobe softwares do work a little bit better on Macs. I personally use a Mac, and sometimes it's a little bit slower on Windows. Well, now it's awesome because now it's a lot better performance on Windows. You have faster zooming and scrolling, and it's just overall better performance. So that's great news for you Windows users. So that's awesome. The next update is math expression enhancements. So like last year, I mentioned that I'm not the biggest math girl. So for me, it's not a huge difference in my life. But if you do need to use math expressions and formulas and calculations, etc., you can now write them in that formula. You can copy and paste from words. And you can change the layout, make it bold, italic, styling, and change all the components. So for you great math users and math nerds out there, I'm super happy for you. Go ahead and use this. That's awesome. And then last but not least, templates right where you need them. We all love templates, right? Existing layouts where we don't have to think too hard and we can just change text or the image. And since Adobe Express got released, which is sort of like the Canva of Adobe, but with a lot of really cool Adobe style templates. So the best type of templates, very high quality, beautiful. And now you have Adobe Express templates available in all of your Adobe apps, including Adobe InDesign. All right, so let's look at all of these, or the ones that are available to us. So let's go ahead and click on Flex Layout. As I'm saying it, I'm flexing my muscle of my left arm like Popeye. So anyway, I'm gonna click on Try It Now. And by the way, if you want to access this What's New window, just head to Adobe InDesign 2026. If you don't have it, then check out the link in the description below. And then go to the gift or the present icon. Select Flex Layout and Try It Now. And boom. Now you should have a panel over here that says Flex Layout, but mine disappeared because I've used it before. So you could go to Window and click on Flex Layout, and there we go. Now, as you can see, we have a bunch of graphics, numbers all over the shop, and it's already selected. You can see by the bounding box around it. And I can just click on Create Flex Layout, and bam, everything popped beautifully into place. It's aligned, it's awesome. So that's great. Now, another thing you can do is maybe move a bunch of numbers around, because right now it's not in order. Everything is all over the shop. So I'm just going to click on the 1 and you'll see the little grabbing cursor. I'm just going to pop it here. And that's cool. But let's try again. Pop it here. Number 1. And voila. Now it's in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, perhaps I need to move the 6 as well over here. Let's see. I'm going to undo. And so, yeah, it's great. I love this tool. But it's still, I think, in development stage. It still has room for improvement because sometimes it goes a bit funny. But when it doesn't go funny, it's pretty cool. And if I swap these two around, there we go. That's what I needed to do. So it's now in numerical order, chronological order, something like that, which is great. So yeah, have a little play with this and see how you find Flex Layout. So that's it. Let's go ahead and close this little tab and don't save. And let's go back to our gift icon and let's look at the next one. So the next one is InCopy. So remember, people that don't have Adobe InDesign can use InCopy on the web, on their browser, and they can edit. So just share your InDesign document to someone else, or they can log in with their browser and share text for editing. So allow them to share the text. And I'm a single person right now, so I don't have the luxury of a second person editing this, but go ahead, give it a try, and then let me know in the comments what your experience was with this. So I'm just going to click on Don't Save and go back to that lovely gift or present icon and moving on to Convert PDF to InDesign document. And again, click on Try Now. And love this. InDesign gave us a sample PDF. Like, this is a complete PDF. You can see .pdf. It's not an InDesign document. Click on Open. And now it's converting that PDF to an InDesign document, to an editable InDesign document. And let's see if it really works. So this is a text box. If I go on the type tool, T, and I click in it, I can say fashion in Paris. Yes, so far so good. This is editable. Awesome. Perhaps I would like to change this text whilst remaining on the type tool and type blah, blah, blah with typos. Exactly, this is editable. Awesome. Now let's see if this image is editable. So I'm going to go back to the selection tool. Select this image and Command or Control D, which is a shortcut for placing an image. And let's just pop a random image somewhere. Pop my own selfie like a good narcissist. Just kidding. Click on Open and voila! It is editable. Awesome. Okay, let's see if the background is editable. So just click on this background and you'll see indeed the color is here, the fill. You can double click on it and choose another color, and that's hideous, but it is indeed editable. So yes, it works. Give it a little try with your own PDFs that aren't created in Adobe InDesign, or just a completely non-related PDF, and see if it works. So that is super cool. I think this is going to help us designers a lot, because oftentimes clients and coworkers will send you a PDF instead of the InDesign version or the editable version of a file. And now it will be a lot easier to edit said file. So that's cool. All right, so now let's click on X and don't save. And let's move on to the next one. So we've done Flex Layout, InCopy, Convert PDF. This, unfortunately, I cannot practice because I'm using a Mac, and B, you'll just see that if you're using a Windows, the performance will be generally enhanced, which is awesome. So that's great. Math expressions, same things. You can copy paste from Word, formulas and mathematical formulas and expressions. So go ahead and do that if that's your jam. And last but not least, we have templates. So you can either click on Learn More, and it should take you over here where it shows you a bunch of templates. But let me show you a way to find templates in Adobe InDesign. Press X, click on New File, and you'll have the new document window. And then if you head to Print, or Web, or Mobile, and you scroll down, you'll see these wonderful, gorgeous templates. Alternatively, if you would like some more templates, just head to Adobe Express using the same Adobe Creative Cloud membership. So you don't need an extra payment or an extra membership. It's the same membership, same login, and just grab a template from there. But I think these look pretty cool. I really like this business card, actually. That's quite nice. Those colors, I love pink, and this orange also looks good. Anyway, you get the picture, and there's some really nice templates. So if you enjoyed this tutorial and you would like to learn some more in-depth Adobe InDesign, really master Adobe InDesign, the ins and outs and images and magazines and brochures, ads, and you name it, then check out my Adobe InDesign beginner and advanced class. And I've added some AI tricks, some new amazing generative AI tools that I really love. So check it out. The link is below. My name is Kate Silver, and as always, it's a pleasure to teach you everything I know.